I'm going to introduce him. We usually like to start these a couple of minutes early. It's my fault. I was a little bit late jumping on, so we want to make sure that you have a chance to say hi. But again, look, grateful that you're on. My name is Jake Hines. I'm the VP of Sales at LifeVantage. And so tonight, as you're jumping on, do me a favor. Shoot the link out to those individuals that you've invited to be on the call. Don't take for granted that they're on. Get the link out to them. Let them know that we are starting. We're going to get going actually formally here in about 1 minute, but get that information out. If you got to post it on your team page, let them know that we are live. They're not going to want to miss tonight. It is a very, very exciting time at LifeVantage right now, and you're going to get to hear some of why that is as you listen to our presenter. But look, whether you're here tonight just to hear about our great products, that's awesome. We're excited that you're here. If you're here looking at a way that you can supplement income or create a business, you're going to get great information on that tonight as well. I'm super excited to be able to introduce to you our presenter. This guy, he's a good friend of mine. I've been able to work with him now. This is the second company that we've been able to work together in. And I will tell you that he is an incredibly successful businessman. He's a husband. He's a father. He's got one of the coolest freaking hobbies you'll ever get to see in working on cars. And then as you can tell by his backdrop there, he is a big fan of Star Wars. And so I'm sure that'll get incorporated. Also the Avengers and all that stuff. So he's big into all of that, but that'll probably be incorporated tonight. But I can tell you that, I always see online these advertisements where you can spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to listen to somebody teach you how to have success in a business, how to be a business owner, how to create additional income. You can pay thousands of dollars. And tonight, you are going to get that from somebody that's proven it. He's done it more than one time. The greatest predictor of future success is past performance. And this guy has been incredibly successful in his life in multiple areas. And so tonight, he's going to share with you the opportunity that's here at LifeVantage, but just his experiences and why he's excited about that opportunity. So with that, guys, please welcome to the call, Daniel Song. Daniel, I'm going to pass it over to you, man.
Awesome, Jake. Thank you so much for that kind introduction. Hello, everybody out there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're tuning in. I am so excited and honored to just spend a little bit of time with you this evening to talk a little bit about LifeVantage. Now, whether, again, as Jake said, that you were invited onto this call to learn maybe a little bit about the products or a little bit about the opportunity or both, we're going to go through all of it. I promise you, one, we'll keep things short and simple today. We're going to keep things fun and light. And then again, if there's anything that I end up covering that sort of you're curious about or you want to learn more about, please reach out to the friend that invited you to join you on this call to ask them more information about it, right? Before I begin, again, I know Jake gave me a wonderful introduction, but yeah, I've been a part of this direct selling profession. I've been promoting and selling nutraceutical or wellness products for almost 2 decades of my life. And this is something that I'm really excited about. One, because we have some incredible products right now in our portfolio, but we are just under 30 days. And this is why this is exciting. We're about 30 days away from launching what I think is going to be a launch of a decade. And I'm going to talk about that here in a little bit. So let me load up my slides really quick with you guys. And let's go through this together. Okay, so let's see. All right, here we go. Hopefully everybody can see the slides. Again, so welcome to LifeVantage. I want to go ahead and talk about a concept really quickly before we talk about our products. And this is a word you're going to hear a lot from me tonight, but it's a word you're going to hear a lot from your friends that invited you, and it's the word activation. We are a activation company, and why is that important to understand? Well, it's really what sets LifeVantage apart from every other supplement company that's out there. Look, I'm not naive. I know that everywhere you look on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Amazon, on YouTube, you can find a whole ton of wellness companies, nutritional companies, supplement companies, and most of them, in my marketing opinion, they're fighting what we call the percentage wars. We have 5% more of this. We have 10% more of this. But what LifeVantage is doing is something completely different. You see, like supplementation is really just one function. It's to give your body what it's missing, right? You go to a doctor and a doctor does some lab work and says, hey, Daniel, you're a little bit low in iron. Maybe you're a little bit deficient in vitamin D. I would recommend you get some supplements. And a supplement is designed to fill in a void or a deficiency in your body, but that's about it. what activation does is it's reminding your body through nutrition to do the things that it was always designed to do. Now, I think you would agree with me, as we begin to age or as we have aged, there are certain body functions that begin to decline or diminish over time, right? Look, I'm not old by any means. I'm 44 right now, but I can tell you right now, I know my body is not like it used to be at 34 or at 24, right? So I'm sure everybody listening to this right now, you're probably nodding your head. There are probably certain symptoms or issues. Your body's a little bit more achy, a little bit more painful. Recovery from illnesses are not quite as fast. I just want to share a really funny story. For the first time in my life, this actually happened at 43 years old. I remember watching my dad growing up. He would read books and he would have to adjust the books at a certain distance from his face in order to get his eyes to focus. And I've always associated that to my dad being a little bit older. And it's funny because for the first time in my life at 43 years old, I find myself holding my iPhone and finding myself readjusting how far I need to hold the iPhone away from my face in order for me to focus on what's on the screen. And so, and again, we all know our bodies are not quite the same. And so it's exciting to get products that, again, remind your body what to do. I think we all understand our bodies are amazing. It's designed in an amazing way. And if we give it the right ingredients, our bodies know exactly what to do with that. And so let me give you a little bit of background on this company, because I think it's important to understand not only activation is our major differentiator, but really to understand why LifeVantage is so incredible at what they do. One, we have an incredible corporate team. You got to meet Jake this evening. I do hope that you get a chance to meet some of our other corporate leaders. Under the leadership of Steve Fife, who is our CEO, and under the sort of vision and banner of activation, LifeVantage has been doing some incredible work. So good that just about 2 months ago, we were recognized in Newsweek magazine, guys. And why is this important? It was in an article about people that were innovating and growing in the field of life sciences. This was not an article about a nutritional sales company. This was not an article about direct selling companies. This was about an article about companies that are at the forefront of innovation when it comes to health and wellness. And LifeVantage is recognized there for our work in activation. We're a publicly traded company. We trade on the NASDAQ. And what I love about that, as a consumer, as a customer, as a would-be prospect that might join the business, isn't it good to know the financial transparency of the company, to be able to know the health metrics of a company? I mean, I know you guys can look out there. The economy is kind of in a challenging place. There are a lot of these big brands that are suddenly going bankrupt because you just never knew what was going on behind the scenes, right? But here with LifeVantage, you can see all that information. But more importantly for me, I love the accountability, right? The company has an accountability to its field and its consultants. It has an accountability to its customers, and it has a financial responsibility to its investors. And we all want to accomplish the same destination. More importantly, a lot of our products are not only clinically studied, a lot of our products are third-party reviewed. Now, why is this important? We're not going to go deep into the science. Now, if you're on this call and you do happen to nerd out or geek out on science, ask your friends for some of the links to some of our published reviews. Our products, specifically Protandim, in my opinion, is probably one of the most third-party validated products that I've seen in all of the nutritional industry that I'm involved in, right? Because we have over 30 different peer-reviewed studies on our products to make sure that these products are really doing what it says. It's really easy for somebody in the company, or let's say, for example, if I was a doctor, which I'm not, if I was a doctor and I was talking about how great our products are, well, that kind of sounds like a little bit of a conflict of interest, especially if I work for the company, right? So isn't it good to know that we have valid third-party institutions that are talking about how wonderful our products are? And that includes Harvard University, LSU, the National Institute of Aging, and so on and so forth. It's just really, really great stuff. So this idea of activation, again, we talked about this. This is like sort of the umbrella theme to everything that we do. I want you to remember this little soundbite. Take it to make it. That's what activation is all about. We take the products and we allow our bodies to naturally make the things it was supposed to do to keep us healthy, right? So take it to make it. Now, our portfolio of products, it ranges all the way from intelligent aging, or what we call anti-aging products, our award-winning liquid collagen. We have immune products, gut support products, basic everyday optimizers. We have AM and PM multivitamins that are designed around your circadian rhythm. We have award-winning skincare lines, fat burners, energy products. I mean, we have a ton of stuff. Now, just for the time purposes, I just want to deep dive into just maybe 2 or 3 of our flagship activators for you tonight. Again, if any of these sound exciting, please reach out to your friend for more information. Or if there's more information you want on any of the other products I didn't cover, please ask your friends about that. So let's talk about ProTandem. This is our flagship product. This is the product that put LifeVantage on the map a little over 15 years ago. And this is a product designed to lower your oxidative stress in your body. And most people now understand that oxidative stress is what's really aging our bodies, right? We understand aging, I think, through linear aging, or what we call biological or chronological aging, right? Chronological aging is, you know, the year you were born, every year after that, you're 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, 4 year old. And that's like a linear aging. And you can't change or stop that, right? But with biological or physiological aging, right, or metabolic aging, depending on how you care for your body, like the things you eat, your lifestyle, diet, you know, maybe how you sleep, how, you know, all of that stuff, like all the basic stuff of health that I think we all understand, we can more or less influence what age we really are, right? So sometimes somebody might be 40 years old on their birth certificate, but because they take care of their health, they might be 36 in terms of their metabolic age, right? Or the opposite can be true, right? You might be 40 years old on your birth certificate, but because you don't care for your body, you've out accelerated the aging of the linear aging, and now you're like 50 years old because you've kind of abused that body, right? And so what we're doing with ProTandem is reminding your body to produce its own antioxidants, right? So there's something called free radicals. Free radicals are a natural byproduct of living, right? There's nothing you can do to stop free radicals from forming. It's a natural part of living. But as these free radicals form, they kind of scavenge around your cells, damaging your cells, hurting your cells. And, you know, basic science says that if you have damaged cells that begin to multiply and replicate, that's not going to lead to a good place. That's where illnesses begin. That's where chronic degenerative diseases begin, right? And so our body naturally combats free radicals, or offsets or neutralizes this through antioxidants. But again, as you can guess, as we age, our body's ability to fight oxidative stress begins to diminish. And with something like ProTandem, again, peer-reviewed, clinically studied, validated through some even media reports, guys, ProTandem can reduce oxidative stress by 40% in just under 30 days. That's really exciting. And the antioxidants that your body naturally produces is 1,000,000 times more powerful than any just regular supplement can do, right? So this is the product, again, like I said, our flagship activator. Our next one that I love personally is our liquid collagen. Our liquid collagen is something that we obviously know. When you look out there in the health world, in the health space, there are certain buzzwords and keywords that everybody is familiar with. And collagen is one of those things. I think everybody is pretty familiar with collagen, but I think everybody is familiar with its one sort of benefit, which is obviously to get really nice, youthful skin. That's what most people associate collagen to. It's actually an incredibly important protein in your body. It helps with your organs. It helps with your skin. It helps with obviously so many other things. For me, as a distance runner, I use liquid collagen as a recovery product. Typically, when I'm running a 5K or a 10K, some of these races that I run, I will do a Spartan trifecta weekend. I will run a sprint, a super race, and then even a beast race all in one weekend. I typically know when my body burns out. I know the time that it takes for me to recover. And I know that on the liquid collagen products, my recovery times are a lot shorter. So for people, they use this for different reasons. But liquid collagen is great because not only are we supplementing the collagen in your body, but more importantly, we're reminding your body how to produce its own collagen, right? So you're producing your own natural collagen. And then, of course, we're teaching your body how to retain the collagen that it's making, right? And because of that, you're seeing visible improvements in aging, right? Whether it be the saggy skin, the elasticity, the fine lines and wrinkles, all the things that, of course, most of us are looking for, right? And so you couple that with ProTandem, you're going to see some incredible results. Here's just one example, guys. I would be here literally for weeks and days if I were to go through a photo gallery of all these incredible transformations that we can share, okay? I have some that I personal customers that have some incredible results. Again, just talk to your friend. If you're curious about this product, you want to see more before and after photos, just ask them, can you send me some more photos? And I'm pretty sure your friends can get that for you. Now, this is another product that I absolutely love, Axio. A lot of people just seem to think that this is an all-natural energy drink. By the way, off screen, this is our new lemonade Axio that I'm enjoying. Axio comes in a lot of wonderful flavors, both a caffeinated and decaffeinated version, but this is more so brain food, right? It has a nootropic blend. It's really, really great for not only energy, but mental stimulation. I think, my wife, she used to always complain about something. We have obviously 4 children, but our 2 young ones, when my wife is around, she would use this term called mom brain. And I didn't know what this was, but as I talked to more mothers, they all agree that this is a real thing. Mom brain is basically where your sort of mental bandwidth is so taxed that you begin to forget simple things, recalling simple short-term memory things. Like my wife would put down a cup of coffee, turn around to do something, and turn back. And for the life of her, she can't remember where her coffee is, right? And she calls this mom brain. I have another teammate of mine. Her name is Leslie. She works in compliance. She is one of the most articulate, smart people that I know. And her job is to create presentations, to speak, to present, to pitch clients. And after having a newborn baby, for the first 6 to 8 months post-pregnancy, Leslie was suffering from massive mom brain. She felt, it got to a point where she was feeling a little bit depressed because her professional identity was sort of compromised because she didn't feel like she could perform at work the way she used to be able to prior to her pregnancy. It wasn't until she started using Axio that she felt 100% better about performing at the level that she's used to. And that's really exciting. So we talked about Protandim, right? Intelligent aging or anti-aging, right? How would you like it if we could make you feel younger on the inside, and maybe with collagen, how to feel younger or look younger on the outside, right? Those are pretty exciting things. But what if I could say we have a way to maybe help you lose some weight, right? Like, would that be interesting? Like, is weight loss something that you think people are interested in? And the answer should be overwhelmingly yes, yes, and yes. We have just, again, under 30 days now, as of the time of this recording, 30 days till we launch our brand new GLP-1 activators. And we should call it activators because that's what we're doing, guys. We are providing incredible products that allows your body to produce its own natural GLP-1 hormones. And you notice the word synthetic is not there. It's not medicine. This is an all natural supplement. I need to make the distinction that this is a supplement. And because it's a supplement and not a drug, how awesome is it that you don't necessarily have to get a prescription? You don't have to go see a doctor. And best of all, you don't have to get injections. I don't know about you, but I don't exactly enjoy getting shots. Now, I will do it for my health, but I don't enjoy doing it. I don't know if you guys remember the old antigen test where you used to have to use the little lancets to prick your finger. I mean, come on, we all know that doesn't hurt. But for me, I can't psychologically convince myself to stab myself for a blood drop, right? And so I always have my wife administer that. So in many ways, for a lot of people that fear the delivery mechanism, how cool is it to be able to just take a couple capsules, take a shake, and allow all the benefits of GLP-1 to go to work for your body through activation. Now, again, there's a lot of clinical data that's coming here very shortly. I believe LifeVantage just released a press release about 24 hours ago. You guys can probably Google search and find that. Beyond that, we are now in a sort of a massive first wave trial user groups. I happen to be a part of a secret trial user group, and every day that chat is going off with people just sharing their results, and it's absolutely mind-blowing, some of the stuff that we're seeing. Now, again, I'm not going to tell you about some of the weight loss that people are experiencing and the inches that they're losing, but I do want to talk about a few things. There are things about food noise, and if you guys understand this, a lot of times when you walk by that sugary drink or that dessert or that cupcake or that donut, when your body feels that craving, it isn't necessarily because your body's actually hungry. Your brain is hardwired to want and desire things that it doesn't necessarily need. And we sort of become enslaved to this food noise. And I know that sounds a little bit weird. Trust me, for me too, when our product team talked about this term food noise, I was like, really? Is that really a thing? I thought it was just pure willpower. I thought it was just because I lacked the discipline. I didn't realize there was sort of a biochemistry thing going on inside my body. But getting on these products, you'd be surprised how much of that food noise goes away. We have people that are what they call self-proclaimed ice cream addicts that have now gone 5 to 6 days without taking ice cream. Now, this is all by choice. This is not because they're on some hyper-disciplined program. This is a program that you can do with very little lifestyle changes and still see some incredible results, right? So again, this product is launching in 30 days. I wish I could give away more, but I'm sure I'd get in trouble by the company for releasing the information too early. But in 30 days, this is coming out, and I'm pretty sure if you talk to your friends, They can probably send you some information on pricing. They could probably send you some information on when the products you can order it, and maybe even more information about exactly what the products are doing. But if you're interested in this, please link up with your friends and let them know that you want to know more information. And the reason why, for me, before I kind of move on into the opportunity section, the reason why I think we're in a position of a product of a decade launch, I want to speak to the customers first on this call. If you were invited to this call to take a look at our products, again, like I said, whether it be Protandim, whether it be our liquid collagen, our skincare, or even our GLP-1 activators, these are life-changing products that can really profoundly make a difference in your health, right? So from a personal health goal, I think LifeVantage has incredible solutions for you, right? And again, if you decide that you want to be a customer, just reach out to your friend. They will show you how you can sign up as a customer. And better yet, if you choose to, you can subscribe and save 10% instantly on your order. And I get it. I know as a consumer, a lot of times people are a little bit hesitant to subscribe because, typically when you subscribe to something, it becomes really challenging or annoying to cancel that subscription. You have to call their really discreet customer service number at like random hours of the night, or email a random email that never responds, whatever it may be. We don't make you jump through loops and hoops, right? I personally want you to save 10% on your order. I want you to save, I want you to enjoy the products. And I just want you to have the reassurance to know that you have a one-click cancellation process if you decide that the products are not right for you. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I think there's really nothing to lose and everything to gain by getting on some of our activators. And even if you are into the GLP-1s, I'm going to tell you right now, we have an incredible bundle called our Kickstart bundle, which will prime your body, get your body ready to be optimally sort of prepared for the GLP-1 products. It's absolute science to understand that when your body is in a sort of a stress cycle, your body is much less likely to shed weight or shed pounds. So even if you are excited about the GLP-1 products in the next 30 days, there is things you can do right now, right today, to start kickstarting your body, to prime your body to be receptive to the GLP-1 products. Now, for all of us that are entrepreneurs on this call, for those that were invited to take a look at the opportunity, and even if you weren't, for all of our customers, I would encourage you, just stick around for another 10 more minutes, because perhaps some of this information I'm going to share with you, it may come across as a pleasant surprise. Maybe you might realize certain things that you didn't realize before. And we all know that with opportunity, a big part of that is timing, right? We have all heard the saying, right place at the right time, right place at the right time. And I know historically, whether, you look at mega companies like Apple or Tesla, and we go, man, I wish I invested into their stocks 20 years ago. Man, I wish I bought cryptocurrency 15 years ago, whatever it is, right place at the right time. What if I can tell you, you are at one of those right place at the right time type of moments? Now, you might not believe me. You might be like, oh, well, he's just saying that. No, I'm saying that with 20 years of experience. I've seen companies that are in our space that go to millions, if not billions of dollars in sales, specifically in the weight loss area. Now, LifeVantage is far more than weight loss. We cover the gamut of wellness. I believe we provide total wellness, if you will. But just the new GLP-1 products alone is an incredible opportunity. And like any opportunity, you want to get involved before the wave is here, right? So you have 30 days to become a partner with LifeVantage, or consider becoming a partner. And in that 30 days, you can do a couple things. Number one, you can kickstart your body and to become receptive, of course, to the new GLP-1 product. So as a customer, you can get ready for 30 days. Number two, you can start learning about our amazing incentive program to get familiar with it. You can get familiar with our company. That way, when the GLP-1 products launch, you can be the first to start sharing and promoting this to your friends, your family, your audience, and to be able to monetize on the referral of those products. Now, there's three sections, general sections to our incentive program. And what I love about what LifeVantage has done under the leadership of Steve Fife was to radically and completely change our commission or our incentive structure. And the reason why they did this is very simple. LifeVantage comes from the background of traditional network marketing, where the benefits are to build a sales team. There's leveraged income, and it allows everybody to be able to build an organization that can potentially build a reoccurring passive income. The second reason why LifeVantage sort of rehauled the commission program is they also, on the flip side, recognize that because of social media, because of Instagram and TikTok and influencers and affiliates, a lot of our friends are consuming and buying products a different way. They're not going to the malls anymore. They're not going to the big box stores. If anything, I live about 15 minutes away from a mall that's very, very famous because Back to the Future was shot at that mall. It was a landmark, iconic mall. But that mall, which is 15 minutes more from my house, is almost 80%, 90% vacant. It just got sold to new investors that are now talking about demolishing that mall and turning it into residential units because the age of big box stores and malls are going away. And here is this online world where a lot of the people that are buying products through your recommendation, what we call peer-to-peer recommendations. And so understanding this sort of new world of affiliates and influencers and micro-influencers, we built a balanced plan that allows you to do either or both if you want to. There's a way through our share, you can see in the teal, to be able to share the products as an influencer, share the products as an affiliate, and build a business without building a team. And that allows you to build a business. Or if you're a traditional network marketer, you can look at the pink area, build and grow, build an organization, get paid for it. Or again, if you're somebody who starts in one area and not the other, but organically it branches out, which inevitably it does, then you can get into the lead portion where you can begin to lead teams and lead customers and build this great LifeVantage business. So I'm going to keep this, again, really simple. I just want to focus on sharing products tonight. Now, again, if you want to learn more about our compensation plan, I'm going to share with you a QR code in about 3 screens. I want you to take a quick photo of it, and it'll lead you to a page where you could download the PDF brochures. You can watch incredible videos that talk about all of this much more in detail. But this slide right here, for all of you guys that are watching this and maybe a little bit skeptical because you know about network marketing and direct sales, oh, it's one of those things where you just have to recruit everybody you know. Look, everything you see on this screen, you can do this without recruiting a single person if you want to. And there are people in our company that are doing this. Our customer sales profits allows you to earn the profit difference between wholesale pricing and the retail, or wholesale and the subscription pricing. That can range anywhere from 10 to 20%. So you're getting paid 10 to 20% on something called daily pay, which means that if you get a customer today, you're going to get notified tomorrow. And in 2 days, you're going to see that money put into your bank account, right? Or into your online digital wallet, right? So you get a customer tomorrow, 48 hours later, you get paid. You get a customer 2 days from now, 72 hours from now, you get paid. It's called daily pay, which again mimics the behaviors of the traditional gig economy, right? So customer sales profit, 10 to 20%. On top of that, every month, we take all the sales that you've done for the month, and when you qualify with enough personal sales, we're going to give you additional income. We're going to give you an additional bonus on the customers you already got paid 10 to 20% on. Not new customers, the same customers you've already made 10 and 20% on. We're going to give you additional bonuses in the way of what I call it kind of like a rebate. That comes into either 5, 10, 15, or a 20% rebate. So when you maximize the share portion of our plan, you can make anywhere from 30% if you're getting mostly subscribers, up to 40% in commissions for getting retail customers. Now, guys, some of you guys may not understand, is that a big deal or is that not? It is a big deal, guys, because one, in the traditional network marketing space, companies can't pay that kind of stuff out because they have to pay the multi-level plan. They have to pay the team building side. So usually there isn't incentives up front for customer gatherers like you. But not only that, but you have to understand, in LA, I have a friend that works in Beverly Hills for a talent agency. Now, he used to represent aspiring actors. His company has pivoted to representing online social media influencers. So it's really hilarious. But he takes influencers and connects them to brand deals, right? So if, let's say, you happen to be a fitness influencer, and let's say there happens to be a sport product or sport apparel product line, he connects the two brands and the influencer together. Of course, the agency makes a cut, but I asked him, I said, typically, he's in Los Angeles, so it's a competitive market. Typically, what do affiliates make? And he says anywhere from 28% to about 44%. There are anomalies where you might get paid more than 50%. But we're talking about the Kim Kardashians of the world, and that's not us. So that doesn't apply to us. But 28 to 34% is competitive pay. We're right there at 40%. We're competitive with most of these affiliate influencer plans that are out there. And not only that, it doesn't take away from this next portion, which again, I wanted to focus on this for the majority of you guys. But if you decided that you wanted to go out there and build a team, and again, sometimes you might not want to start that way, but indirectly, organically, it's going to happen because someone's going to ask you about GLP-1 and say, hey, can I can I get the products and share it with my friends? And you can ask them, well, do you want to get paid or do you want me to get paid on that sales, right? And if they organically join your team, even though you weren't thinking about it, you're now building a team. And by building a team, we will pay you commissions up to 9 levels of affiliates, 9 levels of influencers, 9 levels of customer gatherers in your organization for as many legs as you want to. Again, I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty. I'm not going to show you a table and a chart and percentages. I think that can get overwhelming on a first exposure, but just know that there's an incredible levels commission program, and it's very, very dynamic by building an organization here. All right. And then again, for some of you aspirational leaders out there, some of you guys that are really motivated, some of you guys that understand, like me, that GLP-1 is going to be a sort of a disruptor, a game changer, a once in a decade product launch. If you're like me, which I partnered with LifeVantage not that long ago, and I came here because of the leadership, because of the publicly traded credibility, because of third-party credentials, because of the power of Pro Tandem. But I also came because I knew GLP-1 was coming. I knew that they were going to enter into the weight loss space, and I know the power of that. So if you're like me and you understand the magnitude of what is about to happen, you have an opportunity to become a leader here in this company by building your customers, by building an organization. We have Leadership Match, which allows you to go out there and get rewarded for helping other people earn and achieve in your organization. The leadership pool, my mentor Tyler Daniels talks about this. The leadership pool is kind of like saying this: imagine getting a small part of a percentage of sales of the efforts by people that came before you, right? Like imagine this: like Daniel Song joins LifeVantage today. And if Daniel Song earns a leadership pool, it's really strange to me talking in the third person, but bear with me. If I earned a leadership share today, that leadership share is a percentage. It reflects on volume and sales done by leaders that have come before me in all the different 20 plus international markets. Like, how cool is that concept, right? So it is a total win-win philosophy, and there's obviously an incredible opportunity there. Again, I didn't mean to go into the weeds with this stuff, guys, but if you want to know more about our compensation plan, and I'm telling you right now, guys, this was completely changed a little over a year ago. I think it is, I'm not going to say it's the perfect plan because I don't think there is anything as the perfect plan, but I truly believe this is probably the most relevant and competitive plan that's out there in our profession, in our space. It allows for influencers and affiliates to come to our business and build the way they're comfortable. It allows network marketers to come and build the way they're comfortable. And it allows for people in those two pools to build it both ways. I've seen network marketers sort of become influencers. I've seen influencers sort of become network marketers. And it's a beautiful thing that our company allows, and is inclusive to both ways of building, guys. All that being said, if money is not your hot button, what about travel, guys? Now, I know I've been incredibly spoiled. I've been in this company for about 6 months now. I've had the fortunate privilege of traveling to Park City on a retreat about 2 weeks ago. I just got back from Cancun, and it was absolutely beautiful. I'm actually getting ready to pack my bags because I'm going back to Salt Lake in about 4 days on another sort of leadership trip, which is the Girls Summit trip that you see up there. And then come next year, I forget exactly when we travel. I think it's like March or something. Don't quote me on this. I've actually qualified for South Africa. Now, I don't say this to brag. I'm not saying this. But if you are into traveling, guys, LifeVantage gives out 2, 3, 4 trips that you can potentially qualify for every year. And these are bucket list destinations. At the time of this recording, you have the ability as a new consultant, if you decided to partner with this company today, at this moment, you have the opportunity to earn a trip to Alaska. It's going to be an Alaskan cruise. You have the ability to earn and go on a leadership retreat called the Growth Summit next spring. And then there's still time for somebody out there to qualify for South Africa. And I really think with the GLP-1 products, we're going to see a lot more people qualifying for South Africa. So again, if travel is your hot button, we got that covered as well. So now, how do people get started? Remember, I talked about how customers can get started. Let's talk about how consultants can get started. Now, again, if you're a customer thinking about the business, this is a good thing to listen to as well. We have 6 different enrollment packs, and they range anywhere from about $250 all the way to $999. We give you a sort of 3 examples of that on the screen here for you. We have 6 enrollment packs. With these enrollment packs, they do come with some benefits. Now, the business incentive program is exactly the same no matter where you get started, right? So that's the good part. Number 2, when you buy some of these bigger packs, you're just going to get a deeper savings, right? So to me, it's about, how do you want to experience the products? Do you want to just experience one product? Do you want to experience 2 products? Or do you want to experience all of our activators, right? And it's all based on that. That's really the number one thing. And if you're value driven, I mean, you look at the Business Builder Pack, which happens to be one of our more popular packs. Remember, a subscriber saves 10% from retail, right? If you decide to join as a consultant, you're going to save about 20% as a consultant, but you can save up to 36% if you buy a business pack, right? So again, if you're value driven, I'm going to tell you this right now. When you saw my slides in the beginning, if there are about 3 activators that you want to experience, let's say, for example, you tell your friend, I want to try the collagen, I want to try Pro Tandem, and I want to maybe try the skincare. If there are at least 3 different activators you want to try, I'm going to tell you, take a good hard look at the Business Builder Pack. The value is there because when you buy those 3, you're going to get close to that value right there. And then you're going to get conference and business perks. You're going to get other benefits built into it. And your friend can tell you more about it. I'm not here to upsell you guys. I'm just here to make sure you understand some of the values that come with the Business Builder Pack. But here's the benefits, guys. Number 1, if you buy an enrollment pack today, okay, you choose any of the 6 and you set up a subscription, okay, remember no obligations, but set up a subscription before you check out, you will get free shipping on your order, right? So there's no shipping, you get free shipping, okay? That's number 1. That's a pretty cool benefit. Free shipping on your order. On top of that, there's a $49 enrollment fee. We're going to waive that enrollment fee. So no $49 fee, free shipping on your order, and savings up to 36%. And if your friend is new in LifeVantage, and again, look, I have no idea who invited you, but some of the friends that invited you onto this call today, they might have a 10% digital coupon code for you to use to enroll, guys. That means you can stack that 10% code on top of that 36% savings, guys. Think about that for a second, okay? Now, not everybody has that code because, again, you either have to be a new consultant in LifeVantage, or if people are on a special sort of subscription program, they're getting coupon codes. But it's worth asking your friend, hey, I'm kind of ready to get started. Do you happen to have a code for me? And if they do, I'm pretty dang sure they'll share that with you. If they don't, it's totally fine. Just get started anyways, because you have 30 days to kickstart your body to, number 1, get ready and prime your body for the GLP-1. But number 2, you have 30 days to get yourself in a position to be able to learn the company, learn the incentives, so that when GLP-1 launches, you can be the first to market with your friends and your audience. Because, I mean, how would you feel if all of your friends that you know are getting on our products and you're not the one sharing it with them? You clearly know they would have bought it, but you because you didn't join, somebody else is talking to them, right? So just understand that this is going to be explosive. This is going to be exciting. So make sure to talk to your friends today. Again, whether you decided that you wanted to simply be a customer and just support your friend, do them a solid and try some products, we are deeply grateful. If you decide to save 10% and become a subscriber, we're even more grateful. But if you decided to partner with us as a business builder, as a teammate, as a partner, we'd also be grateful. But notice we're grateful. And look, I want to just say this, just for you tuning in today, spending, I don't know, maybe 35 minutes with me on this digital call, I know I'm grateful. Like, look, I'm looking at the webinar attendees. There's a ton of you guys on this call. And I know you guys are getting off work. I know you guys are probably having dinner with your family. I know your kids are getting out of school. So to spend 30 minutes with me online, it means a lot to me, but I know it means a lot to the friend that invited you to this call, because they're excited. They're hopeful. They're excited about what they have, and they simply wanted to share it with you. So I know they're deeply grateful for looking. So if there's any of the products or the compensation or the incentive or anything that you have questions about, please connect with the friend that invited you to the call. If you're ready to sign up as a customer or as a consultant, please connect with your friend after this call. And I look forward to seeing you guys. And if I do see you at a future event, come by, give me a high five, say, hey, I saw you on that webinar. I got started that day. High five. Thanks for sharing the information with me. And I'd love to connect with you. Guys, thank you so much, guys. Be safe, be well. Let's have a great, great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.